Hello everyone and welcome back to Covetous Imp Gaming. Today I want to talk about a game I checked out. It's been out for a little while, but it's called Blades in the Dark. Before we get started with that, please, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're alerted to our future content. Leave us a comment below about things that you would like to see in the future, and check us out on Facebook and Patreon. Those links are down below. So before I start talking about Blades in the Dark, I do want to cover a news update from the OGL issues that have happened over the past month or so. Wizards of the Coast has backed down completely and have dropped OGL 1.1 and 1.2 and have announced that OGL 1.0A, which was the one that we've had for the last 23 years, would remain the OGL that everyone would be allowed to use. So all your third-party creators will go back to business as usual. A lot of third-party creators have said that they will continue on with their side projects as planned, and continue to print for 5e as well, and just basically print two separate copies, one for 5e and one for whatever their game system is. So where does this leave me? It leaves me optimistic for the future. The sky has stopped falling, which is a relief. But that being said, I have opened my eyes to other game systems, if for nothing else, to take away from them and find things to do differently at my table to enhance my own personal games. So that's going to get me into Blades in the Dark. This game is like improv 101, literally. For anybody who says, I can't DM because I'm not good at improving, go play a game of Blades in the Dark, because you will gain those skills after a couple games and never look back. Your party is made up of the different members of your crew. Everybody, there's no good guy there. Everybody has some dark side to them. And where you can draw connections to different people that might be D&D classes. For the most part, at best, you're an anti-hero. And the entire game takes place in an industrial age city. The sun is gone, everything is dark, and the veil between life and death has grown very thin. So contacting the spirit realm is easy. But at the same time, you can weave in protagonists or antagonists that are undead. So the game uses a mechanic called stress, and you use stress as a resource, and it allows you to push the story forward by dipping into the past to accomplish something. So for example, let's say we're doing like an Ocean's 11 type heist. You might have somebody being a distraction up in the main casino area while your sneaky types have descended into the vault. And as they're making their way towards the vault, they see a guard who is, hardcore, not going to leave his post, and impossible to work around. Somebody burned some stress, and 2 days ago they met this person in a bar and threatened them or blackmailed them or bribed them. And all of a sudden, that guard now has to go to the restroom, and you're free to move forward. You make your way to the vault door, and your tinker sees that it's an X12 Z74 vault door, and they burn some stress. And this was the locking mechanism that I learned how to break into when I was just an up and coming tinker, and that allows them to then break into the vault itself with ease. And like anything else, like spell slots in D&D, this is something that you have to manage. How much can you use early, and how much do you want to save for later? And if you save too much and you get caught, maybe you burn some to say, well, I had so-and-so set up to, if we got caught, break us out of jail. And the game can then continue onward. And maybe you failed this mission, but you live to see another day. So while I am excited to play this game, I'm also excited for what it can bring to a table of like a game of D&D. As people enter their hometowns and things like that, give them the opportunity to flash back to a time where maybe they met this shopkeeper or or they met the person who now runs the town, and they had some interaction with them in the past. Rather than the DM telling it, let the player have some, oh, well, back when I was, when I was younger, I did X, Y, and Z for the guy who's now the mayor. And now, not that he owes me a favor, but at least it greases the runway for us to get into town and have a more amicable experience in town. So if you want to see more things like Blades in the Dark, or you have questions about Blades in the Dark, please leave them in the comments down below. I will be looking into the latest release of Vampire the Masquerade here probably in the next few weeks. That being said, I think all these RP-heavy group storytelling games have a special audience, and it's fun to play with that stuff, even if for nothing else, to enhance the game of D&D that you already run. That's all we've got for this time. Thanks for watching. We appreciate all the support, and we'll see you soon.